Long ago, in a village called Ameke, there was a woman named Mama Ngozi. This Mama Ngozi, she is a very lovely and kind woman. She was known for selling food and the cheapest food in the market, yet her meals were the most delicious one amongst all. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So one day, no one could understand how she managed to make such flavored dishes at such low price. So one day, a greedy man named John, a wealthy merchandise who owned many shops, heard about Mama Ngozi's miraculous cooking. He was not interested in the taste of the food, but in the secret behind its endless supply. If I can learn her secret, he thought, I will sell the food for a high price and become richer than all the chefs. So one day, this greedy merchandise that is named by John. So one day, Mr. John began to think on how to reach Mama Ngozi so that he will know the secret behind his delicious food. So John disguised himself as a poor traveler and went to Mama Ngozi's house. "Oh, kind mother," he said, bowing low, "I have traveled far and am tired and hungry. May I have some of your food?" As he said to Mama Ngozi. So Mama Ngozi, as a generous and always welcomed everybody that he sees in the village, smiled at him and served him a bowl of steamed hot stew with chicken. As John is eating the food greedily, but instead of enjoying the meal, he was only thinking, how does she do it? As John is sitting eating the food served by Mama Ngozi, she's thinking on how to get the secret of his recipe. So when he drank the water, he felt a sweetness he had never known. This is the secret, he thought. I must take this magic for myself. So as he said, that night John followed Mama Ngozi into the forest. Hiding behind the trees, he saw her stop before the great bamboo tree and whispered self-prayer. The tree glowed faintly and cool breeze passed through the air. Ah, John thought, this tree is the source of her power. If I can cut it down and take it for myself, I will be the richest man in the land. The next night passes. As John was planning on how to go about it to cut the tree down, so the next night he returned with an axe and began chopping at the sacred tree. But with every strike, the tree let out a deep sigh and the wind began to howl. Suddenly, the tiny spirit inside the tree appeared, with its eyes burning like fire flame. As the spirit came out from the tree, the spirit warned, "Greedy man," the spirit spoke. Its voice echoes through the night. "You seek to take without giving, to steal without sharing, but you have made a great mistake." Mama Ngozi was given the gift because of her kindness, but you have only greedy in your heart. Now you will learn the true power of hunger and thirst. As the spirit began to torment Mr. John. So before John could run, the ground beneath him turned to sand. And his throat became dry than the desert. No matter how much water he drank, he could never quench his thirst. And no matter how much food he ate, he was never satisfied. Desperate John crawled back to the village where he saw Mama Ngozi. As he crawled back to the village, to the Mama Ngozi house, Mr. John crawled back to Mama Ngozi's house, weak and trembled. "Please forgive me," he cried. "I was blinded by greed. Teach me how to be generous like you." Mama Ngozi smiled kindly and gave her a small bowl of porridge. "The secret," she said, "is not in the tree, but in the heart. When you give with love, you will never lack. When you appreciate the simple things, you will always be satisfied." As she gave John the porridge yam, John wept and promised to change from that day on. He became a humbled man, sharing his wealth with the poor. And though he never again tasted the magical food or water, he found a new kind of sweetness, the joy of giving. And so the legend of Mama